on, guys? My Red L people, how are you? As promised, I want to do that 10-minute video blog. So, where to begin? Well, for starters, I want to thank each and every one of you for this phenomenal, one-of-a-kind 10 months. 10 and a half months, for that matter. From September 16th, 2013, up until tomorrow, which is my last day, July 31st, 2014. It's been nothing short of magical. Just remarkable in every way. Not to mention very influential and inspiring. And of course, you have all been great friends, and you've all taught me something. The way I want to do this is, for the limited time we have here, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you individually during the duration of this video blog. And then I'll say a few last minute things, and then we'll call it a blog. Hope that sounds good. So with that being said, I want to start out with one of the very first people who accepted me for who and what I am fully as a human being, Elliot Borley. Dude, you were the first person, without question, to accept me for all of who and what I am, both personality and persona. When I came into those doors, you didn't judge me, you didn't miss a step, and you never beat your chest. You were always willing to help out, and you greeted me with open arms, an open mind, and an open heart. And I can't thank you enough for it. You're a wonderful person to work with. You're a phenomenal friend. You're a great boyfriend to your incredible, incredible girlfriend. And I wish you the most amazing life possible for the one and only Elliot Borley. Not to mention, having the Borley family, take an interest in me as a human being was also really wonderful and inspiring. You have an amazing family, dude. And you're an incredible person, so thank you. Mario Santana. Dude, you are a ladies' man. I always love to discuss women with you, man. Whenever we talk about girls, man, my aura lights up, man. I mean, you and I have great and interesting taste in women. I swear to God. You have this, this fuck what others think attitude about you. You have this wonderful, this is who I am. If you don't like it, eat it. You are who you are, and nothing people can do can stop you. And it's great because not only can you be a lazy son of a bitch sometimes, joking, of course, but you are also always willing to help out. I mean, you're so on it when it comes to knowing everything about Red L. You really do know your craft and the jobs that need to be done. So thank you for being a powerful leader and for being a great asset for Red L. Christina Eckenswiller. You have one of the coolest last names ever, but not to mention you're one of the coolest, most intense chicks I have ever met in my life. When I first met you, I just thought of you as this really, forgive the expression, a cute redneck woman / juggalette who was just really funny, unusual and dramatic at times. But overall, you're definitely a wonderful friend. You were the first friend I made at Red L, and you were always helpful, always taught me, always told some amazing, interesting stories about your life, and you never beat your chest with me. I was wondering if I was going to work with you all right, if we were going to get along professionally. Because personally, I think we get along great, but there were times where I wondered, am I going to professionally get along with her? And we do. You're great to work with, and you're great to socialize with, and you have great charisma about you. Everyone likes to hear your stories at Red L. Whether they're interested, whether they act like they're interested or not, you have that aura about you that says, hey, I have a story to tell, and we listen. Thank you for being so wonderful. Christopher Gilbert. Chris. Mr. Individual. Chris-tastic. Man, when I heard that you first, let me start this again. When you walked through those Red L doors on your very first day, I was so excited. That's what I wanted to say. I was so excited that you came through those doors were going to be working for us, because I first met you at Elliot's 23rd birthday party, and obviously the night was pretty interesting, but Elliot's birthday, that is. But at the same time, what's even more interesting is who you are. And even though we have clashed in the workplace, we have argued our differences both personally and professionally, and of course a lot of those differences still do remain, you've always taught me something. You taught me something about focus, and you taught me about, you know, getting the job done or focusing on the task at hand, which I'll admit I'm not really great at. We can laugh at that. Um, but thank you for being you, for being the individual you are. I respect individuals because I, for one, am proud as well as humbled to call myself one. Thank you. Jesse Cervantes, dude, you and I are like a tag team duo. When we work together, man, I mean, we have so much fun, and you really know how to be a leader in the workplace, man. I mean, you really show me how to take charge in the workplace, and you certainly do. You're one of the hardest working guys there. You've got a great sense of humor. I mean, I respect you as a man, a husband, a father, a human being, and as my friend. I mean, I was worried when I first met you, though. When I first met you, I was very worried. I remember when you walked through those Red L doors and you talked to Juan about getting your Red L job back because I heard that you had it before. I was talking to Kale, who was working for Red L at the time, and I was telling him, oh my God, man, the way he's talking to Juan is pathetic. This is pathetic, or this is no, I'm dead serious. Like I really thought, like, oh my gosh, he's trying so hard. And then when you left, I was talking to Juan about it. I'm very uncomfortable, or I'm kind of a skeptic as to him working here. And when Juan explained to me that, well, Jesse's worked here before and he has experience, and so I'm like, okay. It was really hard to get used to because on the very first day you came back, you were immediately giving me orders, which I was hesitant at first. I was like, oh, holy shit, this guy is already giving me orders on his very first day. I mean, I was like, initially, who the hell does this guy think he is? And then as I began to understand where you were coming from, oh my gosh, he really knows what he's talking about. He really knows what he's doing. It was wonderful, man. I mean, you justified it. You justified it, man. It was awesome. So, but over time, man, we've really truly become great friends. You've really truly become a brother of mine. So, and I really look forward to, having you come to LA whenever you come down to visit your family. Victor Hugh. Victor, thank you for being a man of faith, an absolute man of faith, and for really being wise in your ways. You've really taught me how to, be faithful, whether it be in myself, in a higher power or otherwise. You've always been very professional, and you've always been willing to share your faith in your spirit, in your story. Thank you for being so open and just so wise and so professional. And to Mr. Juan Estrada, thank you for allowing me to be hired by the Red L in Red Deer, because it's been so wonderful to work for you to be my boss, and to work for such a classy company. I didn't know if you were going to like me at first. I didn't know if I was going to like you either. But over time, and I think it took a couple of months for us to really warm up to each other fully. And when we have, I mean, we really truly began to respect each other and to really teach each other life lessons. You certainly have taught me some. And, one could say with a clear conscience, especially for those who seek out a male role model or a father figure, I can say with a clear conscience that I have definitely looked to you as a father in many ways. And you really truly have been a wonderful father figure for the past 10 months that I have worked for Red L. Thank you, sir. And for the minute, or I'm probably going to take a couple more minutes. Sorry, guys, but there have been a few things that I really want to say to you. I know that I'd say I did keep it at 10 minutes, but I really need to shoot from the hip here. As much as I respect Red L because it is such a fantastic company and all of you have been so wonderful in it, I just want to make one thing very clear. And you know how much I love to speak in metaphors, and I've always said this metaphor to Chris and Elliot specifically, but I want to say it again because I think it's extremely important for all of you to know. The writing's on the wall, guys. The writing is on the wall. And what I mean by that is there's going to come a time and a place in your lives where you will not be working at Red L anymore. There will come a time where you'll realize that you've overstayed your time to be there. I know I certainly have. I was initially due to leave in March, or supposed to leave in March or April, for that matter. no matter when that time will be for you guys to leave, as I will leave tomorrow, um, I'm pretty sure that you will find a new world adventure, a new world challenge in your lives, and I sure hope that you guys take that next step into adulthood, into taking on something that will motivate you to be a total 10 version of yourself, kind of like what I'm doing with going to LA. Because let's face facts, guys, I've never been the best worker at Red L. I mean, we can all laugh about that. I've had a terrible temper. I've fucked up so many times. I made a lot of ridiculous mistakes that could have easily been avoided if I had just listened or paid more attention to what I was doing, or if I just put a little bit more effort into it. I mean, we can all, we can all agree that I'm not the best worker, and I'm definitely not the smartest man to ever work at Red Owl. However, I do know what I am talking about when it comes to everything I just said in my video blog thus far. And I do know that until the end of time, I'm letting each and every one of you know, simply and directly, right as my cell phone's going off, thank you. Thank you, and you all have a friend in me for life. Thank you. I'll say it again. You have a friend in me for life, guys. And if I could give one last piece of advice before I shut this blog down and we go on to the next adventure, do this at least once in your lifetime. Do this one thing. I challenge you. At least once in your lifetime. Wake up one morning and ask, on this day, will I bring my life to life? On this day, will I bring my life to life? Whether you're looking into a mirror, if you're reaching down inside yourself, or if you're just thinking it in your mind, ask, on this day, will I bring my life to life? Will I have the courage? Will I have the discipline? Will I have the belief? Will I have the spirit, the mind, the personage, or the aura, or the aura to do it? I think it's a wonderful thing. And I know that I will do that on my next big adventure. And I sure hope you all do too. Stay Nillik, forever young and champions. It has been my honor, guys. The honor is all mine, not yours. Red L will always have a place in my heart, as will all of you. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video blog, and I will see you tomorrow, bright and early. It's Nillik time, baby. Take care of yourselves. Later.